What are we doing today? We're doing braised beef cheeks, or what I'm gonna do here is barbacoa. Always fun to make this dish, easy. I get my stuff from the grocery store. I don't get it done from the butcher, so it comes, it's real, it's got fatty pieces attached to it. It's like equal part meat to an additional part of the cheek, which is fat. So here's the meat from 2 different packets, and just to show you, this is the fat. I mean, it's a lot. It's a good percentage of the weight, unfortunately, but it's what it is. Unless you're getting them professionally done in some of the shows or some of the videos I've seen on beef cheeks, I never see them like that. So they're being professionally done. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna brown these real fast. We're gonna salt and pepper them, easy. Do them one at a time, so simple. You know, boop, out of the way. Here they are, so just beef cheeks. You know, they're good. Slow cooked, you'll be really happy with them. If I can get the salt to come out. You don't need a whole lot. I mean, they're big, but you can add some salt later. Yep, salt, some garlic powder. Good mainstays of everything. Come on over, let's take a look at the cooking. There's one. Two. Don't worry about seasoning all the pieces. You see some of that silver skin? I try to get it all off. Sometimes it's a pain. There we go. And you don't have to, we're not going to brown these for very long. Just enough to give it some color. Hey, there's another way you can do beef cheeks. You can do them in a wine reduction. You braise them down like we're doing now, but then you remove them, add some onions, cook them down, put in wine, put this back in with some beef stock, and then you cook them whole and you keep them whole and you put them over potatoes or something else. Those are really good too. But I'm not doing that. I'm doing barbacoa. Completely different type. There you go. See? Fast. Not crazy. Good. See? Nice color. Nice brown. All we need. Not trying to go crazy, guys. Not complicated. A real fast browning on these. You don't want to go too crazy. Now, onions. I have onions, don't I? Brown. Heat back up. Medium high. So for barbacoa, what we're going to do is we're going to cook down onion. About a half an onion. Whole garlic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So for the enchilada sauce, you really want to get a good enchi sauce. You know, there's stuff you can buy in the can, but I try to get mine as fresh as possible. I don't want to make my own. I could, but it's a pain. So I like to try to get it from producers I know, and I'll show you who I use. I use several different ones, but these guys are good. You know, I get them out of Central Market. It's good stuff. Makes me happy. And just all in. You use 2 of these. Oven, 350. It's got a medium kick to it, guys. Medium. Is it medium? Break that up on the bottom. What else do I do? I put in some hatch chilies. Love the hatch chilies. Get any kind you want. All right. Yum. Let's add a little bit of beef stock in here. It's nice. You're gonna need to. Some people add water. I don't. Let's get some peppers in here. Whole poblano peppers. And you're going to have to, and this is Anaheim, you're gonna have to open these up or they will float. I've learned that lesson. Just slice a big hole down the middle. That's all you gotta do. Get a hole in there, like that. It's good. It's good. Yeah, you can just cut these in half if you want. Totally fine. What else? Jalapeno, same thing. Deep. In there, whole. Don't worry about taking anything off. I know I got another pepper in there. Where's my yellow one? I got this one. This is an Anaheim pepper, or I forgot which one it is. It's something else. It's not Anaheim, but it's something. There we go. Good little thing. These are going to float for a bit. Come on. Slice them open. Going to put in some parsley, just a little bit, don't need much. It's going to cook down anyway. This will go in the oven covered. 2 to 2.5 hours. Easy. Maybe 3. Depends. Depends. Always depends. They take up so much room until they break down. They really do. But once they break down, they're nice. Just toss these back in. Come on, get in there. You may want to break these up later on, cut them up a little bit because they are kind of big. But that's all right. They should be good for a while anyway. Come here. Get in here. I want that. Don't go far. Peppers are in there. Now the peppers are going to break down to nothing. They'll just blend in here. You'll get a lot more room after about, these are in the oven for about 30 minutes. What I'm going to do is add some more stock in here. Don't need to add a lot, but just a little bit. Or if you want to cut this in half, go ahead and cut these in half right now. You'll be amazed how this actually comes out in the end, guys. That is it. Let's do a little spin around in here. Get them mixed in. Where's my oregano? I know I forgot to put something in there, didn't I? Yeah, some oregano. Get some Mexican oregano. Look at that, easy in the bag, Fiesta. Thank you. There. I don't add cilantro, guys, so it's not gonna happen. Very good. Off. Nice. Here. Good. So we will do simmer on the stove. Simmer at medium-low. We'll check it in 2 hours. We'll see how it is. Yeah, guys? What we have is the braised beef cheeks. They normally take 3 hours. About an hour and a half in, you normally pull out the peppers, the poblano peppers, and all the other peppers you put in there, the jalapenos, everything else. Separate it out, and then continue to reduce and cook with just the meat. I didn't do that this time. It's not a big deal, because I'm going to blend it all together anyway. But what you do want to do is remove it all, scoop it all out as best as you can, and get as much of the liquid out, and you can get a good idea of the poblano peppers in there. You can see them right here, some poblanos, and you can see the beef cheek. You're going to cut it all up anyway. So put it on the plate. You want to get as much out as possible because we're going to chop it all up and break it all up together. So we can get some of the liquid back in. See, there's a lot of liquid still. I'm always kind of careful about this. What we're going to do is spoon off as much as we can and chop it up on the block. There we are. Come on. Still a little warm. Yummy. Oh, that tastes good. Miss Luna, hi. It's got a little spice to it. If people are spice adverse, be careful. It's not bad. It's just some people are like, oh, I can't have anything like that. I would disagree. It's fabulous. Look at the beef chunks. Look at that. Look, just break apart. Look at that. It's what we want. Easy. There's a bunch of liquid, so just be aware. What we want to do is chop this up. Basically just going to chop it all up. You can have it in big or small chunks. See, the liquid wants to move, so I want to be careful. I don't want to get it anywhere. What you want to do is blend this up as best as you can. And you make it as thin or thick as you want. Choppy chop. This is one of the heads. Take it away. And what we want to do is just spoon it off. Don't want to lose anything. Because we're going to make enchiladas with this, but you can just make soft tacos if you want. Either way. So, we have all the residual material left over, and there's still some juice in there, which is totally fine. Always good. Let me get a good photo. Very nice. And of course, we have all the residual liquid, the gravy. Yummy. So what we want to do, if you're making, pardon me, if you're making enchiladas like I'm going to be making, you need to do a couple of things. So 2 cheeses or 3. Oaxaca, ooh, good stuff. It's like string cheese. It's like mozzarella. Just call it mozzarella. And then cotija. Gotta grind them up. And I got some mozzarella too, which is nice. Always good to have. You can actually break this up with your hand, but this part is a little bit easier. It grinds nicer. It's actually a pretty nice cheese. It's got a good salt content, which I like quite a lot. See, it just breaks apart real fine. It's almost like Parmesan in a way. It's really interesting like that. It's that salty. What you want to do is find a spatula, a ladle, anything. You want to get a bunch of this on the bottom. And you could do a red sauce. I prefer a green sauce. That's me, just me. I prefer green. I've always been that way. I haven't really liked the red as much. Ranchero, whatever you want to call it. I prefer more of a tomatillo or the green salsa, green enchilada sauce. There we go. That's what we want to do. Back up here. And get any kind you want. Just real easy. You know, just, there's a nice big chunk in there. Yeah. Put them in here. One. And where's my cotija? There it is. Nice. What I want to do is just roll it up. Because these are going to go in the oven and bake for a very short amount of time. Do these. Ah, there's the other one. Found it. And you're going to repeat this process like 9 times. So you can see there's a lot of meat left over, so you can do a lot of different things with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got 7 good ones. All rolled up, oven still preheated. What we're gonna do is grab a bunch of this extra liquid. I'm just gonna put it over the top. What I like to do, I don't like burned ends. I'm gonna get as much of this as possible over it. I'm gonna smother it with some cheese. And when you plate this, you can plate it with chopped lettuce, sour cream, guacamole, salsa, whatever you like. Now, oven, 350, 15 minutes or so. Gotta put it in there. So, now what? What I would do, because you're not gonna be using all of these for one seating. Basically, you take all the meat and you drop it back into the sauce, or you could do it separate, but I would just drop it back into the sauce for putting in the fridge for a couple of days. Totally fine. Same thing with your braised short ribs or anything else. A couple days is good, not a problem. Yeah, this is good. It's what we want. It's exactly what we want. Or you can just freeze this right away. Totally good too. Let's see, let's just turn this up to 550. That'll cook this down because everything is already done. You're just trying to heat it up and melt the cheese. And this is how it looks when you remove it from the oven, guys. What I would do is come along the sides here, pull up some of the enchilada sauce and just smear it over. Just imagine you've got, you've got some, what do you call it? Lettuce, sour cream, some other things. Oh, refried beans. But this is what it looks like in its purest form. So I'm a purist, literally. Look at that. Oh yes. That's what you want. Just like that. Want some sour cream or guac on there, salsa, anything you want. Sides, but this is fabulous just by itself. That's it. Real simple process for beef cheeks, for barbacoa. There you go. Enjoy.